All right, Sales Navigator. What an amazing tool. I mean, sure, it's a long way short of a robust CRM, but for those of you who are in the Why Don't You Go and Get Booked course, we're currently putting together a lesson on how to get the best out of this tool. I mean, Michelle has basically squeezed every little last inch. She's been over every area of that tool. And we finally come up with a really effective, I mean, this is after hundreds of hours on the platform, and we're still actively working with a number of keynote speakers who we provide management services for by doing daily outreach, and we do it daily. Why? Because it works and it's money in our pocket. We wouldn't do it otherwise. We wouldn't spend the hours we do constantly, but you have to be consistent with it. It has to happen quickly. These things you can't send a message out and 3 weeks later get back to the person and expect to have the same engagement as you've got if you do it the day after. And we spend our time, like incessantly on LinkedIn doing, I mean, it's exciting. For me, it's like, the old days when I had a really good list of phone numbers that I could call and know that I was going to make some sales, and it was in a different industry than this. But once I was given the list from Microsoft of their top, I think it was 2,500 customers in Australia, and I was asked to call it. And I was new in the IT industry at the time, but that list, what it gave me was direct access to a target audience that bought Microsoft licensing, which is what the company that I was working for sold. So I quickly went from zero to hero. I had people from, large banks calling me, asking me if they could discuss this special that I had on around Microsoft licensing, open licensing. So it was all about the list that I had. Now, what Sales Navigator has done for us is it just pinpoints your target audience. I mean, you can do so much with the system that we've put together. It is incredible, and you can also track every person that you put through your LinkedIn Sales Navigator efforts. You can track those people and send them message after message. You don't even have to kick them off of your LinkedIn profile, because as Keith says, right, 17 years. So imagine reaching out to someone for 17 years on LinkedIn. That's where I'm heading. That's where my head is. My head is no longer it doesn't work, because a no is just the next step to a yes.
Why don't you go and get booked?